Hello there. Plenty to talk about across Europe at the moment. It's been pretty stormy for some. In excess of 680,000 lightning strikes were recorded across Europe through the course of Monday. And you can see on these satellite pictures some pretty lumpy looking cloud. These are sharp showers that will develop through the course of the day. Not looking too bad across central and southern Portugal and Spain. The sharper showers through the Pyrenees, up through France, across the Alps and into Germany. At the same time, the southeast Mediterranean is warm, settled and sunny, temperatures at 30 degrees. And despite the sharp showers, it's still pretty warm with it. Temperatures in the far north of Spain a little bit disappointing really for this time of year. Now, as we push further north, we've still got some warmth across the UK, but just look at Scandinavia. A warm southeasterly wind is bringing some record-breaking heat here, and that is set to continue over the next few days. It stays fine, settled, sunny and quite hot with it. Plenty of sharp thundery downpours expected on Thursday as well. Temperatures will start to improve a little into southern Spain, but some of those showers could really be quite intense. So if we take a look at the story then as we go through the remainder of the week, the threat of showers eases somewhat and it's an improving picture. Rome sees the rest of the sunshine and the warmth here. But Eastern Europe looks fine, settled and sunny for the most part. The place to be certainly looks likely to be Athens. Hello there. Storm Alberta continues to weaken as it moves in a northerly fashion up through Florida. You can see quite clearly it's now moving into the Carolinas and will continue to track its way into Georgia and Tennessee. It will still bring a lot of heavy rain with it, lighter winds, so it's fairly slow moving. So we'll need to keep a close eye on that. Maybe some tornadic activity possibly and some thunder in there as well. Now to the south of that, heat continues to build with warm moist air coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, and that could spark off the threat of tornadoes later on in the week. We could see some record-breaking heat here. Up into the northwest, it's a slightly different story. There's a little bit of cloud around across parts of British Columbia, stretching down into Vancouver and through parts of Oregon as well. Further south, there's lots of dry, sunny weather, but the wind direction coming from the north, so those temperatures certainly could be warmer at this time of year. We're still looking at around the mid-60s for San Francisco, high 60s for Los Angeles, which is 20 Celsius. Now across that east coast ahead of Alberta, there'll be dry, settled and sunny through the Great Lakes down into New York. Some rain gradually pushing into Washington. As I say, Tennessee and Georgia seeing some really heavier bursts from time to time, and a warm, moist flow of air, although the wind's light, that's still having an effect on the temperatures. So we're looking at the mid-80s, which is 30 Celsius as a high. Hello there. A weather forecast for Mexico, Central America and the Caribbean coming up shortly. But first off, let's start with the satellite picture across South America. It's showing a little bit of showery rain into the southern tip of Chile. This swathe of cloud over the river plate has brought some heavier rain. That'll slowly start to ease as we go through the next few days. Good deal of dry, fine wet weather for Uruguay, Paraguay and into Brazil and Peru. In fact, the showers are further north into Venezuela and Colombia. We'll see some pretty intense downpours from time to time. But as I say, Brazil's largely fine and quiet, 25 degrees into Rio de Janeiro. Lovely sunshine through parts of Uruguay and Paraguay. There's that rain through the river plate, starting to ease a little bit of snow across Patagonia as well. So let's take a look at the city forecast for the next few days. The rain will ease in Buenos Aires, sunshine returns. We'll see a little bit of showery rain threatening for the start of the weekend in Rio de Janeiro. Looks fine and settled in Mexico at the moment. A few showers into Yucatan Peninsula, but it looks as though Costa Rica and Panama will see the heavier rain. And we're concerned about Cuba, and this is all tied into what was Storm Alberto. A plume of wet weather will continue to sit there for a few days and bring some pretty extensive rain. Elsewhere in the Caribbean, it's looking fine, settled and sunny. That will gradually start to ease away, an improving picture into Cuba for the start of the weekend. Hello there. A forecast for Australia and New Zealand coming up shortly, but let's start off with what to expect across Asia over the next couple of days. As you can see quite clearly on the satellite picture, plenty of shower cloud around. This plume of cloud is actually the southwest monsoon, bringing some very heavy rain into Myanmar at the moment. Further north of that, though, it's a showery regime across Japan over the next few days, quiet through the Korean Peninsula and also into northern China, but some heavy, intense, thundery downpours look likely through Shanghai and further south. 1 or 2 may well arrive into Hong Kong as well. Some heavier rain then into Myanmar, western Thailand, some sharper showers to southern Vietnam. And then as we push down into Malaysia and Indonesia, some heat of the day showers expected as well. We'll see the rain easing in Osaka, an improving picture here, but there will be further sharp, heavy downpours into Bangkok over the next few days. As for Australia, it's all about an area of high pressure quietening things down. We have got these weather fronts moving through the Bight. We'll bring some rain into Victoria and Tasmania. One pushes up into the Tasman Sea. At the moment, it's likely to be blocked by an area of high pressure sitting through New Zealand. So it's a quieter spell of weather here, but those fronts will start to gradually make their way inland and they will bring some rain a little later on. So if we take a look at the city forecast expected for the next few days, you can see that rain arriving into Wellington. Also some rain to come for Sydney as well. Hello there. The southwest monsoon showing its hand now through the Bay of Bengal. You can see it quite clearly on the satellite picture. This plume of cloud will bring some heavy rain into Myanmar through the next couple of days. Also some sharper showers to Bangladesh. At the same time, we're seeing this area of cloud, which could bring some wetter weather across the Kerala coastline from time to time. Don't forget the vibrant colours denoting the intensity of that rainfall. So pretty heavy here and also across to Myanmar. Further north and west, it's the heat that remains the talking point, still in excess of low to mid 40s in many places. Let's move north of that. There is a weak weather front that's just moved its way through Kazakhstan. It's bringing some showers, a drop in temperature here as well, a band of cloud down as far south as Tashkent. And then we get some fine weather into Afghanistan, Pakistan, a few scattered showers towards New Delhi, but generally it's that heat into that northwest corner of India. More rain threatening through Wednesday across that far southwest coast, a few scattered showers into Sri Lanka, but at the moment dry, and a few sharper showers expected as well into Bangladesh. And that's going to be the theme over the next few days. I suspect we'll see more rain for Dhaka. Islamabad stays hot, dry and sunny. Now let's take a look at what to expect a little bit further north and west. As you can see, there will be a good deal of dry weather. Tashkent will see a few isolated showers easing. Hello there. Let's take a look at the weather forecast then for Africa before we move on to the Middle East. And certainly things are largely quiet at the moment. We've got some rain, needed rain moving through South Africa. That will ease off, but it's going to be replaced by more a little later in the week. And you can see on the satellite picture close to the equator, the shower clouds. So some of those quite intense through the Gulf of Guinea, and 1 or 2 a little further inland, moving over towards the Ethiopian highlands. It looks as though further north will stay fine, settled and sunny, and temperatures in Cairo sitting at 32 degrees. But let's take a look at what to expect over the next few days. The rain continues to be an issue across Cape Town through the week, but that is welcome news here. Elsewhere, Johannesburg continues to see fine, settled sunny weather. Now it looks as though Khartoum will start to see those temperatures climbing in excess of 40 degrees as we move into the weekend. Let's move away now from Africa to the Middle East, where most of the activity is to the north, with showers moving out of Turkey, affecting Georgia and northern Iraq. There's a good deal of dry, sunny, hot weather starting to build now, but the remnants of that storm that moved in from the south still bringing a few sharp showers, nothing particularly excessive, and we'll see perhaps more of a stronger breeze across the coast of Yemen and Oman. So it looks as though the city forecast for the next few days shows showers into Muscat, elsewhere dry, settled and sunny.